Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Friendly Pitch and the new podcast series which we have started, where we are uncovering the different people that are related to cricket and the unsung heroes whom we don't see on the camera, but they are working to make the sport enjoyable, which we see all day. So today our guest is Siddharth Dwivedi, and he is a sports photographer, and he will tell us more about himself. So can you introduce
Yeah,
yourself? Yes.
yeah. Hello, my name is Siddharth Dwivedi, and I'm a professional sports and action photographer. I have
Okay.
working as a sports photographer since last 8 years,
Okay.
and basically I was a professional cricket player. And
Okay.
then when I just couldn't continue my cricket, so I just turned into sports photography, and just to follow my passion, I started doing cricket more often, as a sports photographer.
Okay. That is an interesting story. So can you tell
Yeah.
about your journey from the beginning? Like you mentioned you were a cricket player. So from the childhood,
Yeah.
your journey. Can you tell?
Yeah, sure. So basically, I'm from a upper middle class family. So I was a decent student, and but I was much more into sports. So I
Okay.
used to play football, basketball, cricket, and all. But as I belong to a family in which a lot of people have played cricket in a very good level. So
Okay.
I also started playing cricket at my when I was 10, I think,
Okay.
and then I continued playing cricket. I played division under 16 MP from Madhya Pradesh Cricket Association. I haven't played it much like for
Okay.
MP level. I played it only for 1 year.
Okay.
So, but yes, I was representing my division. I come from Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh, so I was playing from there. Then after 7 or 8 years of playing cricket, I found out that I couldn't get to that mark because of
Okay.
some different issues, and I met an accident.
Okay.
So one of my leg got really injured a lot.
Okay.
So I couldn't continue cricket. So I was like really frustrated that I cannot continue my cricket, and all things, like everything was not going well. So then I decided to start doing photography because photography was my hobby. I
Okay.
was following it like everyone does it. Like if they have a good phone, they start to click some of the pictures and all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I used to do it with my phone. Then I thought I should give it a try with the camera.
Okay.
So I bought a camera and I started doing some sort of nature photography and wildlife photography. Then I met a group of people who was they were into a wildlife photography, so they asked me to join. So I joined them and I started doing wildlife photography. Then after I think 2 to 3 years, uh, I just started thinking that I should continue this thing in sports so that I'll be there on the ground, and in any which ways I can follow my passion, and that love for the cricket will still be there. So I started searching for the photographers who are working in this industry from very long, and basically they are the legends of this industry. So I started searching for few on Google. I found one or two who are available on Instagram. So I just dropped them a message, and luckily one of them just saw my message. His name is Mr. Pal Pillai. He's a really great photographer. He's my mentor, and whatever I have learned it from him. So he just I just asked him that I want to do sports photography. I am into wildlife photography, and I want to do it. So he said, okay, just drop me your number. If there will be something, then I'll call you.
Okay.
So after he messaged me, I think after I got his message, I think it took one more year to get a call from him. So one of his manager called me and he asked me to do a shoot in Indore, but I was not available in Indore. I was in Pune. I was working in Pune for Incredible India project. Uh,
Okay.
so So basically, I could not do that project, but I gave them a guy whom I taught how to like do photography,
Okay.
because I did my diploma in photography from FX School Mumbai.
Okay.
So I was like, when I came back here in 2017, I started taking classes of photography so that whomsoever want to learn photography, they can learn, and it was for free of cost. That was like I didn't charge anything; it was just for fun.
Okay.
So one of the guy whom I taught photography, I gave that project to him. So he did that project. Then after 2 months, I got a call from them again,
Okay.
from Mr. Pal's team. Then that guy called me and said there is a assignment in Mumbai, that is Reliance Foundation Youth Sports organizes a football championship every year.
Okay.
So he asked me that there are national finals and it will be a 12-day project. So will you be able to shoot? So I said yes, I can manage. So that was my first ever assignment that I did. Before that, I had never shot any sports.
Okay.
I was just doing
Wildlife.
wildlife photography. Yeah, I was just doing wildlife photography, and I was working on a project. There was a company named as Indiacom.com.
Okay.
If you remember, that company used to make Yellow Pages directory, phone directory.
Okay.
That was used before when the landlines were there,
Okay.
right? So that company got the project for Incredible India, and I was working for them at that time.
Okay.
So luckily, I had some holidays, so I utilized it doing that sports project in Mumbai. So I did that project. Then after that, I started working with them.
Okay.
So my first pay was like 1,000 rupees a day.
Okay.
At that time, when I did that project, when I worked for 12 days, I got 12,000 rupees,
And what
right?
age was
And
this? Like, how old were you when this happened?
I was pretty old. Like nowadays, guys do start doing start working around like 2022. But I think I was 27, 28.
Okay. So that was okay.
Yeah. No, I think 26, 26. Correct.
Okay. So you
I was
played.
26.
So you played cricket till 24, 25.
No, 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 no. I stopped playing cricket in 2013.
Okay.
So when I was 22, I met an accident and I like quit. I just stopped playing cricket.
Okay. So then you entered the
Yeah.
photography. Okay.
Yeah. I entered into photography. And the year I'm talking about, since when I started working with Mr. Pal's team, is I think 2018.
Okay.
I started working with him. Yeah.
Yeah. And like after that, after
After
20.
that, I'm just doing some freelancing projects and I'm still working for them. And there are few more agencies I work with now.
Okay.
So one belongs to Delhi and other belongs to Mumbai.
Okay, so like I have seen on your profile and all, like you have covered India versus Afghanistan matches also,
Yeah,
other matches of Indian cricket also. So like,
yeah.
what was the first time like you entered into like professional cricket, like this national Indian level, like IPL?
Professional cricket, basically India versus New Zealand was my first match
Okay.
that I shot in Indore, because I am from Ujjain and Indore is nearby. So I got a call from official person from Madhya Pradesh Cricket Association. They know me, like I have approached to him before, approached to them before, that I am a sports photographer and I am into cricket and all. So they just called me for that match. They needed a photographer for that. So I went to meet them. We discussed each and everything. Then they appointed me as Madhya Pradesh Cricket Association's official photographer
Okay.
for that match. So for them, I did this first ever India versus New Zealand match. So that, as in terms of, if you ask me in terms of Indian cricket team's match, that was my first game that I shot.
Okay. And like, do you think like you were a cricket player and you have played up to a certain level that help you in getting this? So like you had
Yes,
contacts in
definitely.
that.
Yes. No, no, basically not regarding like contacts, but yes, as a player, You watch like different players to get an idea how to play, to improve your techniques. And I was doing the same when I used to play cricket, right? I used to watch like different batsmen to understand how they play, how, like, what kind of backlift should be there, how the footwork works, each and everything. So you get an idea like what is the proper thing, what is the proper technique to play. And as a photographer, I started to imagine a shot with proper techniques where the bat head and like foot of the player is in the line, and they are playing a proper shot. So that helped me with the framing of the picture,
Okay.
like just visualization of the technique of a batsman and clicking it that moment helped me.
Okay.
So yeah, it helped me to understand the framing and the shot of the cricket.
Okay. And like,
Yeah,
how does your job looks like? Like, how is your day? Like when there is an Indian cricket match and you are covering that, how does your day look
yeah.
like? Like, tell us about that in detail.
Like if I tell you about the day, how does it look like? So basically, it is very hectic.
Okay.
To be very honest, when we shoot events like these, like Indian cricket team match or be it any match, like even I shoot for Asian Cricket Council as well. I work for an agency which works for them.
Okay.
So even shooting any of the cricket match is very hectic. You wake up at 5, right? You get ready by 6, you leave the hotel or whatever place you are staying. You leave at 6, you just approach, like if it is a morning match, then you like head towards the ground, and you will reach by like 7 or 8. You start preparing. Then there is a thing called team arrival, when all the teams arrive at the ground. So you start clicking the pictures of team arrival. Then you click pictures of this practice session, whatever the warm up they are doing. And even before that, if the ground is empty and everything is not there, you start shooting sponsor things and each and everything.
Okay.
So this is the flow of the event that we follow. That we have to shoot sponsors, team arrival, warm up, toss, like all the cricket matches. Then there is crowd, they all cheer and all. There are a lot of emotions and expressions. So we shoot all that. And then after that, in the match, there are moments where a bowler is bowling and he gets a wicket, he celebrates. That celebration images should also be there. And there are emotions of the players as well. Like if a batsman gets out, he's always like frustrated. You have to capture those images of like he getting out, like his expressions and bowlers expressions, teams expressions, how they enjoy, like how they celebrate the wicket, or how a batsman celebrates his century or 50, or a shot that he has played very good for his team, or some sort of winning moments. We capture that all, and then we shoot like handshakes and all after the match. Then the process doesn't end here. We have to shoot this
Post match.
match post match presentation ceremony and all. Then meanwhile, at the same time when we are shooting, we are our camera is connected to our laptops,
Okay.
and there are different softwares in which we can sort the images. So like if the over is going on and I'm shooting, then if I get a good shot, then at the same time my laptop will get the pictures, like because it is connected through a tethering cable. So we edit that picture instantly. We caption it, and we upload it on our server. So this is an instant process, and it is very hectic. We don't even get the time to eat properly or go and use the washroom or anything.
Okay.
So it is like very hectic. The whole day is like always very. I think it always buzzes around your brain.
And like,
Yeah.
how many photographers are there in like a cricket match?
So basically, if we ask as a official photographer, we need 3 photographers to shoot a match,
Okay.
right? So one photographer will be sitting at the pavilion end,
Okay.
and other photographer will be sitting at the far end, the opposite end, right? And one photographer will be moving, floating photographer. That the role of that photographer is to shoot the crowd expressions, crowd gathering, any guest, or team dugouts, each and everything. The rest two photographers basically shoot this main action core images and toss and all these things.
Okay. And
Yeah,
like you mentioned, like you have to sit all day and upload it simultaneously as well. So like for
yeah.
T20, it's like 3 or 4 hours. Like in a test match, like it is a day long. So for that also, like different people do different shifts, or only one person is covering
No,
whole
no,
day
no, no. All the photographers who is assigned for the for
match.
any of the match, whether it is T20 test match or a one day, that photographer sits whole day, works
Okay.
throughout the day, and then it is done by the same photographer. There is no shift or anything like that.
Okay. So like in a
But yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Continue, continue.
if there is some sort of time where like they are like if the players are having a drinks break, or there is some like some sort of if the game has stopped for a while, then you can go and use the washroom or drink water or eat something and take it to your desk and sit again. So all these things that we are doing, like every sports photographer does. I am a very less experienced photographer right now.
Okay.
I am at a stage where I am growing. I have to work a lot. I have to learn a lot. There are people who are doing this from past like 15 to 20 years. Like if
Okay.
I talk about Mr. Pal Pillai sir, so he's working since very long,
Okay.
and he's official photographer for Mumbai Indians. Like
Okay.
yeah. So and I work for I met a lot of people like Mr. Sandeep Shetty. He is one of
Okay.
the great photographers in India of sports photography. We all are working for the same agencies.
Okay.
So he's currently shooting for Lucknow team. He is
Okay.
official photographer for Lucknow. Before he was doing it for Delhi.
Okay.
So there are a lot of photographers like they are legends. I am just following their footsteps.
Okay. So like, have you also like photographed in IPL matches or something like, or only in Indian cricket?
IPL matches not yet, but
Okay.
yes, I'm looking for it. I have been in talks with I think two franchisees from past 2 years, but everything like is stuck on the budget thing.
Okay.
So nowadays, like you might also have uh, seen this that every new kid is like buying a camera, and they say that I am a professional photographer, and they are even able to work in collaboration or just for free, just because they want to get some fame, or they
Right.
just want to hang out with players and do all these things.
Right.
So the sports photography market is very like kind of tough.
Okay.
Now people with no experience, they come and they say I am a professional photographer, just take me into your team, I'll do it for free or I'll do it at very less cost, and they start doing the work, and then next season they hire another different guy with less budget or anything like that. So that is the case. So I am also looking for something really very good, but I'm not I'm not happy to compromise with the rates,
Okay.
because I'm providing professional services, so that's why.
So like, can you tell like what is the average pay of an like Indian cricket match, like per day, per match, or how it is?
I cannot I cannot say about a Indian cricket match. I can tell it to you about a proper a guy who is into sports photography with proper equipments, right? Uh, I think the it's like 15,000 a day.
Okay. And
This
like,
is the
okay.
minimum pay, and maximum is like the people who are into this thing from past 15 to 20 years. They even charge more, because they bring their experience, they bring their expertise into that. But for a photographer like me, who is still building himself, and who is trying to get a place in this industry, photographers at my level charge 15,000 a day,
Okay.
right? So basically, the kit that I use is a very expensive kit,
The
right?
equipment.
S- Yeah, the equipment that I use.
So like all the
So
equipment is yours.
yeah, all the
Okay.
equipment is mine. Like every photographer has their own equipments,
Okay.
right? Until unless they are working for really very big agencies, which works in abroad, like which shoot events like Olympics or
Okay.
FIFA World Cup or anything like that. So these agencies or like media houses provide the camera kits and all. But as of now, as I'm a freelancer, I have my own kit. I use my own kit. And every photographer who is working, majorly every photographer who is working in India, use their own kit.
Okay. And like
Yeah.
how many days of month are you able to like find these gigs? Like as you mentioned 15,000 a day. So like how many
So
days in a year?
basically, it's like really very tough, right?
Okay.
Sometimes you get 10 to 15 days of work, right? And sometimes you don't even get a single day project.
Okay.
So it is a very struggling field until unless you have a big name in the industry, right?
Okay.
So like I am doing photography, so I'm not just limited into sports now.
Okay.
I'm doing all other things as well. I'm doing fashion as well.
Okay.
I'm doing product as well.
Okay.
So just to survive, we just have to opt for the other alternatives.
Okay. And like what is the specific skill set like which is required in sports photography? Like what is like
Sports
something specific?
photography For sports photography, the skill set that you require is to understand the moment, which time is crucial, what are the expressions, and your timing of the shot is really very important.
Okay.
Because if you see a bowler bowls around minimum of the speed of a bowler of a fast bowler is minimum of 130 to 150, correct?
Yeah.
So if we are shooting a bowler, then basically when they release the ball, they have a very bad expression on their face because they are just putting a power into that ball. Then that is not the shot for a bowler. For a bowler, the shot is when they are loading,
Okay.
when they are at their jump, when their hand is up, when they are about to release the ball. So the timing of the shot is very important. And same for the batsman, when they are at their stance, they are like you can also click those images. Like every normal person can also click a image of a batsman standing in his stance. But when he is hitting the ball is touching the bat, or when he has completed his shot, he is on his follow through and he's looking at the ball and the ball is and his eyes are following the ball. That is the shot that you need to capture, and timing is really very important, and understanding camera settings and shooting techniques is also very important.
Okay.
Like people nowadays, they think that photography is just click of a button, but it is not like that. There is a complete whole technique and science behind it,
Okay.
right? So proper settings of the camera, right technique of shooting, ठीक है, proper angle, each and everything, these things are very important.
Okay. And like the images which you click in a match, like they are used by whom? Like it goes, I think, on BCCI website, and like even the newspapers use that.
No, it depends. Like no. जैसे basically I was shooting it for Madhya Pradesh Cricket Association, right? So whatever pictures I have shot, they own the copyright of those images, right? And they use it on their social media platforms. They take prints of that. Even they provide to the media houses which requires pictures of the match, and they use it at several places. It is like their thing where to use.
Okay.
Our job is to click a good picture, edit them, and upload them on time. Whatever is done like by them, it is their role. They
Okay.
are using the pictures on whatever place they want. So when I was shooting for Asian Cricket Council, there was a social media team. So we upload pictures on our server. They download it from there, and then they use it on Asian Cricket Council's official Instagram page, Facebook page, and different platforms, and even on the websites.
Okay, so like, do you have any experience, like memory where like your photo was used somewhere and you saw it and you felt very good? Like this is, like any
I
experience?
think there are a lot of memories where I shot a picture and it was used somewhere. Basically, if I talk about India versus New Zealand match, which was my first ever India match that I shot, Indian cricket team's match. So I took a picture of Virat Kohli, and that picture was used in the dressing room of the stadium, and I have a copy of that. I got the print of it. I made two prints of it. So I asked the management to get me a signature of Virat Kohli on that picture. So they like agreed to it. So he signed two pictures, and one of the picture is at the stadium, and one picture is I am having currently with me.
Okay, and like, is it normal for like to you to meet all the players like you are in the ground and shooting?
So basically, the thing is, there are a lot of people who are always buzzing around players, right? And they are very used to it. That people will come, they will ask for picture, and they will like talk for the things. But they have a security person who is in charge of all this, that no one disturbs the player or anything like that. And as a person who is working in a sports industry, this is our protocol that we don't need to disturb any player for any sort of things like an autograph or a picture or anything like that. So we don't go to the players and ask for autograph or anything. But for this thing, that picture that I took of Virat Kohli, and I got the print of it, and I wanted it to get signed by him. I did not go personally to talk to him and to ask him for the autograph. It was like the match was over, everything was done, like floodlights and each and everything was off, and he was sitting at the dressing room. So as I asked the management of Madhya Pradesh Cricket Association, they just put those frames in the dressing room, and they asked the team manager like if he can sign. So he agreed to sign. So he just signed it and wrote a message, best wishes and all. And then he. So we personally don't go and disturb the player for all these things.
Okay, got it.
So this is the thing that we do. It is our protocol, like not to disturb any player or any celebrity we are shooting. But yes, we are very close to the players. Like we can talk to them. Like I remember an incident. I was shooting that New Zealand cricket team's practice session. So
Okay.
I was shooting it, and it was a really hot day out there. So I was shooting, and I think Glenn Phillip was sitting on a chair, uh, just just next to me, and he asked me. He said hello. I said hello. So he said, "Mate, it's too hot out there. You should have some water, and you can sit for a while." Then he started talking to me, and he wanted to see his pictures on the camera. So
Okay.
that was my first ever interaction with any of the international player.
Okay.
So he asked me to talk to him and to show the pictures on the camera. That then I like had a chance to have a conversation with him, talk to him, show him the pictures that I clicked and each and everything.
Okay.
So basically, we don't go and ask players. If they are interested to talk and if they want to talk, then we are okay to talk and like to discuss or whatever, each and everything. So we are not the ones who are into like asking them for pictures or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
And like you mentioned about the equipment, like all the equipment is yours. So like if
yeah.
any person wants to start and wants to enter into sports photography, like the first thing he should do is to buy. And how costly is this equipment? Like, is there any other way of doing starting this?
Uh, but let me explain it to you step by step.
Okay.
If you want to start doing sports photography, just start shooting sports in your hometown with a basic camera that everyone can buy, like around. You can start doing so that you can get the idea how it is done. You can watch videos on YouTube, right? You can learn photography from there, and you can use the equipment that you have. If you are able to get the shots, like I know, I understand that with basic equipment you will not be able to get a proper shot, but yes, if you come nearby to the professional shots or things like that, then you can think of buying another equipment or anything like that. But if you live in a city which is in which you can rent a camera or a lens, then you can start doing it by renting it, right?
Okay.
Like I live in Ujjain, so there are no camera rental shops or anything like that. So, and the equipments which is used in sports photography, you will never get it here because it is very expensive. I bought a lens, I think 2 years back, a second-hand lens that I bought. It costed me around 4,50,000 rupees,
Okay.
and the new lens cost around 12 lakh rupees. It is a Canon 400 mm f 2.8 lens, and
Okay.
the overall equipment that I have currently with me is cost around 18 lakh rupees.
Okay. So
So basically the thing is, the equipments are really very expensive. Until unless you don't understand how to do it, you don't have clients, you don't have proper work, don't buy it. If you get a project, rent the equipment, shoot, and then return. Then you will start to learn. And if you start making money with that, then you can think of buying anything like that.
okay.
Yeah.
And other than that, like how, like as you mentioned, like we can rent and do this, but
Yeah.
how to get like a first proper, like a gig or something like in sports photography, like in your case
So
you
if you
mentioned, like for a beginner how he will.
So basically, it starts with shooting for free,
Okay.
right? So, as if I talk about myself, when I started shooting sports, I used to go to a cricket ground where I used to practice. I started shooting, right? And I was shooting, I was like clicking pictures, and I was doing it just to learn. So during that learning period, people understand that this guy is clicking picture, so they will come to you and ask you for the picture. You just give them the pictures because you are still learning. You are not a professional, right? So you can give it to them. You just give them the picture. Then after some time, when people start to know that you can shoot sports, and if there is some sort of small event which is about to happen, they will come and ask you, can you do it for us?
Okay.
Right? So if they come and ask you, you charge some amount of money for your work, and they will, if they are paying you, then it is well and good. And then start uploading those images on your social media, make portfolio, like approach people who are working on this in this industry, try to make contacts. Then you can get, like, it's a step by step process.
Okay.
So how you start to get, you will start from this, then this, then this, and then you will get something big.
Okay. And
I'm still in a process currently. I'm still in a process. Somehow I managed to get some projects of different things like products, fashion, each and everything. But in terms of sports, I am also in the process. I'm step by step heading upwards, and it is a slow process. You have to have some patience to reach the top.
okay. And other than
Yeah.
sports, like what other things are you covering in terms of photography right now?
As I mentioned, I work for Mr. Pal Pillai for his agency. So you might have heard about Lucknow Fashion Week. So I'm shooting events like Lucknow Fashion Week,
Okay.
events of Red Bull as well. I work for Mr. Ali Bharmal as well.
Okay.
So he works for Red Bull. So I work for them as well. I work for Mr. Deepak Malik. He works for Asian Cricket Council. He runs his own agency. So he works for Asian Cricket Council, Celebrity Cricket League, all these things. And rest other things I work, they are my personal freelancing projects of product photography or anything like that. Whatever comes, I just if I find that I can do it and it's like they are paying me well, then I shoot that.
Okay. And what do you think is like the most difficult or like easiest like profile? Like what is sports, fashion, product? Like if you can.
Product is very easy,
Okay.
right? And if we talk about sports,
Hmm.
it is really very tough.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to have that precision of shooting and uploading, and you have to keep this in mind that you don't miss out on anything.
Okay. And like I have seen like you are also with Rajasthan United FC.
Yeah, I was working for them. I was working for them, but I was not able to do some freelancing projects.
Okay.
That's why I just stopped working with them. They are the owner, the founder of Rajasthan United FC, Mr. Kamal Singh is
Okay.
a really nice guy. I work for them, but unfortunately, I was not able to do my freelancing projects. So I had some problems with them regarding this thing because as a freelancer, I need to grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
So being stuck with the salary thing is not a proper thing for me. If I'm getting a 50 or 60,000 rupees a month, then it is not sufficient for me. I need to have some freelancing projects,
Yes.
right? So I was not able to do that. I was stuck with the salary thing.
Okay.
So I discussed with them. They were not agree. They didn't agree with the freelancing thing.
Okay.
So it was like a mutual thing to like quit.
So have you like covered any football matches like on ground?
Yeah, I have worked for Reliance Foundation's youth
Okay.
sports. I covered football for them. For Rajasthan United FC, I also used to do their academy things and the matches as well.
Okay.
So I have worked for them.
So how like different it is for football and cricket in terms of photography?
For football and cricket, it is quite different because football is a 90-minute game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whatever things happen at the football field are very fast, and simultaneously at the same time you have to upload the images as well. So the duration of the work is less in football, but the pressure is much more than of cricket because it's a 90-minute game. You have to shoot, you have to upload, and you have to keep this thing in mind that you don't miss out on anything, right? Because you don't know what client requires. You are just clicking pictures. If you miss out on any goal or anything like that, any celebration or anything, and if you don't upload that image, the client might call you and ask you, where is that image? That moment happened on the ground. Why didn't you click that? So it is a very pressure thing, and sometimes it happens with every photographer. Every photographer misses out on something. So every time when we are shooting any football match or any cricket match, there are multiple people doing it. So we don't miss out on anything. If one misses, other one gets it.
And how many photographs do you click in a like on a let's say T20 cricket match? Like how many photos you click in a day? Any idea?
Ha. So basically, when we shoot a T20 match, so we click around three to approximately 3,000 images,
3,000.
right?
Okay.
3,000 images, out of which we shoot in a burst mode, right?
Okay.
Where the camera takes multiple shots in a second. So out of which we simultaneously go through the images select the best one out of 5 or 6, and we upload, right? Edit and upload. So we upload around like 200 to 300 images, but in terms of clicking pictures of a T20 match, around 3000 images we click in a T20 match. In one day, like we click around 4 to 5000. And in a test match, because it is like test match is a big game, right? 90 overs in a day. So when you shoot it, basically you click less
Right. Yeah.
because it's a slow thing. You are not going to click like every defense. We are there, we are there attentive, concentrated during the match. Through our viewfinders, we are continuously watching it. But when the batsman starts to play the shot, after some experience of shooting, you start to understand what is he going to do. He is going to defense or he is going to play a shot. So when he is going to play a shot, then you click that button, right,
Right.
to shoot the images. And when you understand, no, he is going to defense it, he is going to like not do something extra, so you just stay still, you just don't click. So this is the thing what we do.
Okay. So okay, I think that's all for this podcast. Like
Thank you.
at the end, like if you have any advice to give some like upcoming photographers who want to make a career in this, what would it be?
So basically, for upcoming photographers, like I am also learning. I am like no one to give advice to anyone, but still, if they want to come into sports photography industry, they need to learn proper techniques, go through the pictures of the people who are doing this sports photography since very long, and learn proper techniques, have patience, and don't work for free. If you understand, if you understand how to do photography, then don't work for free. Take the money and then do it. Then you will understand the value of your work, right? If you are doing it for free, then the other person will also not understand the value of your work, and someday you will also lose interest uh, doing all these things, right? But if you are getting money, if you are making some sort of money, then you will have that interest in this thing, in sports photography.
Right. So thank you to all the viewers who watched this podcast. This was just a second podcast, and this was the first podcast which we did in English. The first one with Saikath, we did that in Hindi, and this is like an experiment which we are doing. We are trying to figure out things, and we are trying like how we can make this podcast thing work. So if you are a very like early viewer of our channel, like stick with us, and we are trying to improve with the quality of questions. We are trying to bring more and more people of different fields, like who are related to cricket, like, and to tell them their stories. I'm sure you want to know about them. So stay with us, subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.